Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another video on my channel. It's the third video in the Python series for beginners. I thank you guys for your support. I thank you for subscribing, for viewing, for dropping a comment. I thank you guys. So today we are going to go straight into another topic, and that's list in Python. Now in Python, what is list? List is just used for storing multiple elements in a variable. Let me explain that practically. Now let's say we want to store a variable. We want to define a variable named countries. Now this variable is self-explanatory. It means we want to put different countries into this variable, but we can't just put it in one. Like we can't just say China. This is just a variable. It's not a list. Now to define a list, we use the square bracket. Then we put this. We put apostrophe. Then we can write the amount of element or number of elements we want to write. We can say China. Then we can say India. Don't forget this apostrophe, please. My bad. We can define plenty. We can say Australia. Okay, I keep forgetting this. But make sure you don't forget that if not. Now, if we print this to the screen, we'll basically just see this list. Now let's do that. Print countries. Now when I run this, you see what is print? China, India, and Australia. Now in list, there's something they call index number. Each element in a list has its index number. If you don't know what element is just what each thing is. Like this is first element, second element, third element. Those are elements in a list, and each element has its index number. In Python, not only in Python, in programming, numbers start counting from 0. So this index number is China's index number is 0, India is 1, Australia is 2. Now if we only want to print one element from this list, like we don't want to print all the whole elements, we can just basically do print countries, then we put square bracket, then put the index number of the element. Now this should print China. Let's run that. Now you see that it prints China only. That's because we told you to print the first element in the list, and we defined that by its index number. We can say it should print that. We can say it should print the third element. Once you print it, it should give us Australia. That's it. Now you can define a list as a string. You can define a list as an integer also. Now let's define an integer list. Let's say ages. Now this can be a square bracket. Now when you're defining an integer list, know that you don't need to put this apostrophe. Just write the number. Let's say 23, 76, 99, 34, and let's give it 121. Now when we print ages, it will give us this list. Let's print the whole ages. Now see, it gives us all the whole elements in the list. Now we can also do the same thing we did for the string. We can tell it to print the fourth element, and once you print that, we see 34 plus that's 0, 1, 2, 3 according to index number, but it's the fourth element in the list. Now we can extend two lists together. Let's say we want to print this with this, or want to add it up. We can say countries dot extend, and put it and say ages. Sorry for that. Put it and say ages. Now when we now print countries, see what it will give us. Okay, we just wrote countries, we didn't print it. Print countries. And let's go ahead to remove this. You see what it did? It added up what was inside the countries 1, 2, 3. Then it also added this ages list with it. Now it's into one list. We can also store this into a variable. We can name it, let's say, CA. That stands for countries and ages. Now once we print CA, it's a combination of countries and ages. Okay, it's saying none now. That's because I think because we're adding up an integer with a string. But basically, what's it just showing that you can do all these cool things with lists. Now, if we want to append, let's say we want to add an element to this, but we don't just want to come here and add this manually. We can do this. We can say ages dot append. Then we can say 32 or 932. Now, when we print ages, we should see 32 and 932 have added to it. In the normal ages, we have 23, 76, 99, 34, 21. 23, 76, 99, 34, 21. Then, because we told it to append 932, it automatically adds 932 to it. Now, we can also insert an element in between wherever I want to do that. Like we can insert an element into after 23 and before 76. Now let's say we want to do that. We'll say ages dot insert. Let's cancel this and say insert. And 1. We'll do this. Now what I did is I told it ages dot insert. That means in the first index number, the index number 1, add 932. Now what will this do? This is index number 0, then index number 1, 932 be here, then all this will be shifted to 2, 3, 4. Then let's print it and see. You see it 23, then in the index number 1 we have 932. Yes, those are things we can do. And we can also remove an element from a list. Now let's say we want to remove 23. When I print this, you see 23 is gone. So that's what the remove function is for, is to remove an element from a list. We can remove various elements. We can also do this with string. Anything I'm doing here is also applicable for string, just know. And now we can also get the minimum value in this list. To do that, we'll just say name nums, and I'm thinking we should store it in a variable. Okay, it's giving us an error, but let's still print and check. Okay, it's giving us an error because nums is not defined its ages. My bad, I forgot that. Now when we print age, it should give us, what's this? It should give us 21. See, it gave us 21. It got the minimum value in this list. We can also, that's also applicable for the maximum value. Just put max there. Then now it should give us 99. That's it, 99. That's how simple it is. We can also sum up all the values in a list. To do that, we'll just add sum here. And then now when we print this, you see it added everything up and then gave us 253. And then we can turn it to sort a list. What do I mean by sorting? That means it should arrange it in ascending order from the lowest value to the highest value. Now to do that, we'll just say ages dot sort. Now once we print this variable, which is age, it gave us none. Why is that? Sometimes there are some functions that don't allow us to store some things into a variable. Now I did this equals to ages dot sort. Is when it sorts it, it should arrange it in ascending order, but it's saying we can't store it into another variable. We have to define variables here. So what we just cancel it. We're not storing to any variable, and we just print ages. Now when we print this, you should just arrange it in ascending order: 21, 23, 34, 76, and 99. That's brilliant. Now those are the beautiful things we can do with this. I know this might be looking somehow confusing for now, but when we finish with this series, you also see how you can implement it in various things like web applications, apps. You just need to know all this for the basics. Now if you got confused somewhere and you don't understand anything, you can just drop a comment. I answer all comments, I read all comments. You can drop a comment, and if you like the video, please don't forget to like, smash the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button so you get notified when I release new videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.